You're watching Joe on the Okie Woodsman channel, and I gotta say, I found a huge limitation to this zip tie method. The zip tie on there is useless to me. Now, that wasn't a problem until I started selling firewood. Sorry, in the wood yard, but I gave it a shot. I can see how this could work well in certain scenarios, but out in the wild, I think it doesn't make sense. You see, when I started running a saw, I honestly learned a lot from Buck and Billy Ray. And I know that not everybody respects everything that man says, and I know there's a lot of disagreement about the length of bar, but all this wood I have here is on the ground. I don't necessarily want to bend down and mark each one. And then I've got a 28-inch bar. For me, 28-inch bar allows me to stand up and buck in most circumstances, okay? The problem is it just simply doesn't make sense. If you notice, whenever he cuts, and a lot of people with long bars, they just buck it. Now, he might be more accurate bucking at a certain length because he's done it for thousands of hours, but I'm not. And because of that, I'm looking for a slightly different option. I need to be able to measure when I'm standing up, because I don't cut back here. I don't want to cut back here all the time. I don't want to go down and ramp. That's ridiculous. No wonder some people want a 20-inch bar on their saw. Let's go ahead and get this Pro Yama started up, warming up. This is cold. I have not started it today. Pull the choke. Ah, look at that. One pull and it moves. I shouldn't have done that. I should have let it run. I would love to just go ahead and stand up and buck with this. Okay, I don't have to bend over. If I could, that'd be great. Okay, we got a little bit more over here. I'll probably mostly get rid of that. And I've got a little bit more right here. There's nothing here, guys. There's probably like 2 bags of firewood. So that's like $10 for me, right? But hey, it's warmth. And otherwise, I'm just gonna put it in that burn pile over there. That's kind of dumb. I still want to clean it up. So may as well make it usable, right? So am I going to use my 620 for this? Absolutely not. That don't make any sense at all. It would be the most inefficient thing. Actually, let's just take a look at what it'd be like here. I'm going to show you the problem with zip ties. How does this make sense? This doesn't work. That's not the preferred way to run a top handle. So a production firewood guy is never going to do that. That's far too much work. Now, I'm getting good wood. These are right at 16 inches, or they should be. I'm going to use these for firewood. Probably split them once. Not a lot of soft sapwood. This was a live tree. Would it be worth it to do a ton of this? No. That's why I'm exploring other options. Let's see how this saw restarts. I think I'm all marked up. Just to prove a point, I'm going to go ahead and grab my big saw and I'll buck this stuff up standing upright. Oops, I hit it off with my thumb. This 620 is quickly becoming one of my favorite saws just because it does what it's supposed to do. Now, if you're extremely particular about carburetor adjustments, look away for this section because this wood is so small right here. By the time I'm done, the saw will barely start running right, probably, because it's going to be rich, okay? These things take a while. I'm not making big enough bucks. The zip tie itself, it doesn't make sense on this one. If I was in a log pile, but again with the long bar, I'd probably in a log pile, I'd probably use a 20-inch bar, to be honest with you. This just proves there's not a one-size-fits-all solution, everybody. That's all that's to it. Stand up and buck. That was messy. These are still on, by the way, still playing. The second video I'm running, that means that these are probably in about an hour and a half so far. I don't know where the battery level's at. I know it's gonna be good. Again, this is my first time using these work tunes. Guys, anything that I use that was purchased off of Amazon always has an affiliate link inside the description. Make sure you go ahead and check those things out. Now, well, first of all, let me know how I did on my standing up and bucking. Yes, I think that if I had a 32-inch bar, I could really not hang my arms down as much, but I think 28 really does work out quite well for me. It really does. Unless I'm bucking large rounds, the zip tie on there is useless to me. It truly actually is useless to me. So what's your thoughts? Obviously, when I was down with the top handle, I could have cut all this up, no problem at all. But my goal was, the idea of being able to stand up and buck is wonderful. And in the past, I would have just went through and cut. The problem is sometimes I ended up with 12-inch pieces, sometimes I ended up with 17-inch pieces, sometimes I ended up with 14-inch pieces. Now, that wasn't a problem until I started selling firewood, because I just want it to be nice and uniform. So now that I have this uniformity issue, the zip tie and the measurement system just isn't working. And guys, I'm not gonna go ahead and spray paint with that rolling thing on 7-foot sticks, on 7-foot limbs, because I want to also be able to cut around knots, right? I don't want to have to reset that thing every single time, you know, get it, because I cut out undesirable sections on this because I was able to work it out that way. That's my feedback on zip ties. They certainly do have a function, they certainly do have a purpose, but I don't know if that purpose is going to fit my desire. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. Guys, keep in mind, my prerequisite is I want accurate wood. I want my job to be as easy as it can be, meaning I'm not bending over constantly, because I am going to get older and I plan on doing firewood for the long run. Thinking of that, well, I'll share something with you. That video I did on the sycamore, when I was splitting it, to be honest with you, that wore me out. And to be bluntly honest with you, I didn't hurt for a few days, but then my lower back, like, I've had to take it easy, because I've noticed that I'm not debilitatively like sore, but I have to watch what I'm doing in a way that I've never done before after that sycamore split. I went too hard, too long. and probably through bad form technique, it hurt. So I'm acutely aware of how my back is feeling. Through the desire of having better quality firewood, having equal length bucks, being able to stand up and buck, and being able to do it efficiently, that's the point of this entire thing. So guys, let me know what you think on how you would do it. On how you do it. And I don't want to carry a stick. I don't know. Just let me know what you think on that. I don't want to carry a tape measure. I've done that before. Just not happening. With two people, it's different. Someone could drag out a tape and chalk it, right? But I'm out here by myself, and I just don't want to mess with it. Again, these work tunes, guys, I have been using these for this job today. It's my first time using them. They're 3M a lot. They have great reviews. I feel pretty confident that these would be something for, especially for the money. They're pretty affordable. I'd check them out in the link below. But if you like to listen to talk radio, or you like to listen to podcasts, or anything else that you can stream from your phone, my phone is all the way at the house right now. And if you're familiar with the channel, I'm probably about 50 feet or maybe even 60 feet from the house, and they're playing great. So it says it has medium battery. But anyway, got a nice little set of firewood here. I'm gonna go ahead and toss all my firewood up this way, get it all in one spot, get rid of my junk wood, go ahead and clean up, because we're going to a friend's house in just a little bit. As always, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for watching. I'll let the camera roll.